In 1993, Michael Jackson was accused of sexual misconduct by 13-year-old Jordan Chandler. The boy and the star met in May 1992 when the singer's car broke down on Wilshire Boulevard, Los Angeles. The car rental agency was owned by the boy's stepfather, David Swartz. He offered Jackson a deal. He would rent him a car for free if Jackson promised to call his stepson, who was a fan of the star. Jackson agreed. He and the boy's family became friends. In February 1993, Jordan Chandler, his mother, and his younger sister visits Neverland for the first time. In May 9, 1993, Jackson, June, Jordan and his sister go to Monaco, where Jackson is awarded at the World Music Awards on May 12, 1993. In May 20th, 1993, Michael Jackson first meets Jordan's biological father, Evan Chandler, at June Chandler's house. In May 28th to the 30th, he had suspicions of Michael Jackson molesting Jordan. Evan Chandler, the father of Jordan Chandler, was divorced from Jordan's mother since 1985. Evan Chandler was an aspiring screenwriter, but had a dental practice in Beverly Hills. According to his ex-wife 2005 testimony, he never spent much time with his son, but writing screenplays. Evan was described as an abusive person with such violent temper by several accounts. In June 9, 1993, according to Evan's brother, Ray Chandler, he shares his concern with June that Jordan might be gay. She says that she does not care if that was the case, which Evan interprets it in a different way. June 13, 1993, according to Ray Chandler's book, Evan reveals his alleged concerns about the relationships between his son and Jackson to a lawyer, Barry Rothman. According to the book, in exchange of his dental treatment, Rothman offers to help him to end his relationship by either filing a restraining order against Jackson or a custody lawsuit against June. In July 8, 1993, leads to a secretly taped phone conversation between Evan Chandler and David Swartz. In these telephone conversations, Chandler threatens to destroy Jackson with the help of a plot he carefully prepared and with people who are only waiting for his phone call to set everything in motion if the star refuses to communicate with him and refuses to give him what he wants.
This man is going to be humiliated beyond belief. He will not believe it. He will not believe what's going to happen to him. Beyond his worst nightmares. Sell one more record.
This attorney I found, I interviewed several, and I picked the nastiest son of to find. Once I make that phone call, this guy is just going to destroy everybody in sight. Any devious, nasty, cruel way that he can do it. And I've given him full authority to do that. It'll be a massacre if I don't get what I want.
If I go through with this, I win big time.
I will get everything I want, and they will be destroyed forever. They will be destroyed. June is going to lose Jordy. She will have no right to ever see him again.
Yeah.
That's a fact, Dave. That's what's going to happen. Michael's career will be over.
Does that help Jordy?
Michael's career will be over.
And does that help Jordy?
It's irrelevant to me.
These tapes were leaked to the media by Pelicano in August 30th, 1993. In July 9th, Anthony Pelicano, a private investigator working for Jackson's lawyer, meets Jordan and asks him very specific questions about whether he has ever been molested or inappropriately touched by the entertainer. The boy's answer to each and every question was no. The boy at the time was sedated with a drug called sodium amytal, which can implant false memories to the brain, which allowed him to make false confessions against Jackson. But in 1993, Jordan Chandler gave a detailed description of Michael Jackson's genitals. This led to December 20th, 1993, where Jackson was subjected to a strip search. The genitalia and body was photographed and videotaped by the authorities to compare them with the description the accuser gave of Michael Jackson's private parts. Refusal to comply would have been used in court as an indication of guilt.
Been forced to submit to a dehumanizing and humiliating examination by the Santa Barbara County Sheriff Department and the Los Angeles Police Department earlier this week. They served a search warrant on me which allowed them to view and photograph my body, including my penis, my buttocks, my lower torso, thighs, and any other area that they wanted. They were supposedly looking for any discoloration, spotting, blotches, or other evidence of a skin color disorder called vitiligo, which I have previously spoken about. The warrant also directed me to cooperate in any examination of my body by their physician to determine the condition of my skin, including whether I have vitiligo or any other skin disorder. The warrant further stated that I had no right to refuse the examination or photographs, and if I failed to cooperate with them, they would introduce that refusal at any trial as an indication of my guilt.
On February 10, 1993, 10 months before the search, Jackson had revealed in his interview with Oprah Winfrey that he had vitiligo, a skin disorder that destroys the pigmentation of the skin, creating blotches.
I have a skin disorder that destroys the pigmentation of the skin. It's something that I cannot help, okay? But when people make up stories that I don't want to be who I am, it hurts me.
According to Bill Dwarren, a LAPD detective and pedophilia expert who spoke to NBC News in February 2003, claimed that there was a match in Jordy's description and the photographs matched. Thomas Snedden claimed the same thing.
Jackson's genitalia, it did corroborate. In other words, the boy saw Jackson naked. Does that mean Jackson molested a child? No, but it adds to the credibility of the child.
However, according to Reuters and USA Today and Jackson's autopsy report, it states that Jackson was uncircumcised, meaning Jordy's description did not match the photographs.
Michael is my brother. I love him a great deal, but I cannot and I will not be a silent collaborator of his crimes against small, innocent children.
In that same year, LaToya Jackson, Michael Jackson's sister, accused him of pedophilia. At the time, LaToya was with her husband manager, Jack Gordon. LaToya was forced to lie at the time, and that if she didn't do as she was told, her husband would threaten to kill her, Michael or Janet. Gordon lied about Jackson and told the press that Michael had threatened to kill LaToya, kidnap her twice to keep her silent. Gordon knew he was going to make a lot of money lying about MJ and selling it to the press. Gordon hated Michael. In 1996, LaToya escaped from an abusive husband. On the 23rd of June 2014, she shed some light on the truth of her brother to us.
When Michael passed, I felt so bad because I said, I wish the world could have known him the way we knew him. That loving, caring person, that father that did everything. He was not only a father, he was a mother too to those kids. Mother and a father, and just always caring and making sure that they're in bed on time and eat your cookies and only one, not more, and things of that nature. Just everything that's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
And just intimate moments that the world didn't see.
I think what you're saying is totally ridiculous. I am not stabbing him in the back.
Well, Ms. Jackson carried on with that nonsense for about another 25 minutes, all the time being prompted by someone in the studio, but off camera, presumably her husband manager Jack Gordon, until our bizarre interview ended this way.
People like you will let this go on, and it's very, very wrong.
Who's talking to you in the background?
I refuse to sit here and listen to you talk this way. I think it's wrong of you.
Who's talking to you in the background?
So I have nothing else to say to you whatsoever. I think what you're doing is wrong. I'm sorry. Goodbye. And yes, I'm talking to you so you can hear what I'm saying. I can't hear you, but I definitely want you to hear what I'm saying. Because you do have a serious problem, sir. Whatever it is, I don't know. But you do need to go see a psychiatrist. Goodbye.
In 1994, Jackson reached a financial settlement of $23 million with the Chandlers. The Chandlers filed a huge sum of money against him, since it was a civil lawsuit and not a criminal case. In September 1994, the criminal investigation was closed after the Chandlers forced to cooperate, leaving the case without its main witness. The Chandlers were filing a huge sum of money against Jackson rather than seeking justice.